It's a wee bit blowy, isn't it? Looks like the sky's changing now. There's some nice blue sky over there, but we ain't going to be driving into that. We're going to be driving into all the crap. Yes. Should be alright. Fuck it. Have a look. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here for a minute, drink my coffee, chill out. I'm in no rush, I ain't got to go anywhere after this. I'm just straight to the yard and that's it, go home. So, being as though it's wanging it in and rain, the weather's wank, I thought I'd stick the front cameras on for you so you can at least see me drive back to the yard. How about that? Yeah? Let me just do my usual. Remove crappeth from the dashboardeth. Some clutter's okay, but you know, you have to try and get rid of as much as you can. And the reason for that, just in case you was wondering why I always came to shift the crap off the dashboard, is because it glares up the windscreen when you're driving, you see. And all you see then is these patches of paperwork across the windscreen when you watch the video. A bit of useless information there for you. Just had myself a nice yummy wrap. Very nice indeed. Again, I'm doing well in the old dieting. I'm coming down slowly with my weight. It's, well, say slowly, it ain't slowly really, it's reasonably quick to be fair, but yesterday, not this morning but yesterday, I gets up and I'm thinking, oh no, fuck, I've gone and forgot my cereals, I've got no breakfast in the morning, shit. So off I trolleyed to McDoodle's and had myself a snack wrap with a coffee. That was my breakfast in the morning, and then obviously later on the day I had myself my wrap when I got home, and then I had my other wrap when I later on at night before I go to bed. And then again this morning I completely forgot all about it, right? I hadn't got no cereal, so when I get home today I've got to go and get some cereal. I can't do it again, but I thought, well, fuck man, I think, what can I have to eat? Because I've got to have something in the morning. You have to have something in the morning, first thing, to kick-start your metabolism on the go, to get things working, you see. People who don't have breakfasts well, you know, you can start to suffer. Well, I did anyway, so, but anywho, so I'm sitting there thinking, well, I don't fancy going to McDonald's again and having it, because it was early in the morning this morning. It was like, I got up at 3:30, I think I got up out of bed, so you know it's a bit early really. You know, I think I don't fancy going to McDonald's for crying out loud on the way to work. Nah, stuff that for game soldiers. I'm thinking, oh, I know what I'll do. So I made myself a chicken wrap this morning, and I sat with my cup of coffee, and I'm like, shall I, shan't I? And because I mean, you know, first in the morning, realistically, me personally, I don't know if anyone else out there is like it, but I like to have my cereals in the morning. I'm not, you know, yeah, I can have myself a breakfast wrap around from time to time, like, you know, but that early in the morning, I mean, not before I started doing this, like, I mean, my breakfast wrap time would have been around about the 7:30, 8 o'clock time, which is fine, but not at 3:30 in the morning now. So I'm sitting there thinking, I've got to try this. So I'm chewing, I'm thinking, do you know what? It turned out better than what I thought it was going to be. Because, you know, I don't know whether anybody else experienced it, but in the morning there's certain things you can eat and certain things you can't, you know. But it was alright actually, but I don't get doing that too often, like, you know. So, yes, this morning I had myself a chicken wrap. Eh? I mean, what am I like? It's just, I don't know, I tell you what, sometimes I wonder. And I've just finished me wrap now, and I have not had any fries. Nope, because of that. So then tonight when I get home, well, later when I get home, after I finish faffing and blah blah blah, at around about the 7 o'clock, something like that, then I'll have myself my lovely chicken wrap, last meal of the night, no more food, because once 8 o'clock rolls around, that's it, you're done. And then we're on to another day, and then, you know, slowly the weight sinks down. I'm sort of like somewhere near 13 and a half now. I was 14, I'm 13 and a half, so it's took about about a week and a half, but it'll go sort of like, it sits there hovering, and also goes wallop straight down. So, but yeah, well, we'll see how it goes by Saturday. Saturday's going to be the key point. Stick myself on the scales on Saturday, see what happens, and hopefully I should be, you know, knocking on to the 13 stones door, like, you know, I mean, fingers crossed anyway. Yes. Oh, love it, absolutely love it. I had myself a bit of a periscope on my new phone light to see what it was like. It was alright. It's a nice clear picture in it anyway, that's for sure. So, very cool. There is a button on the side of my phone that I'm not quite sure what's for. Mind you what now, so we'll flick at that, see what happens. Nothing. So what does that do then? Ah, see, I tell you what, when you play with shit, you find out what it's for. So that's why my phone's fucking quiet then. Yeah, there you go. The fucking ringer was off. Yeah, have it? I wonder why my, every time my messages and shit went off, I never heard fuck all. Oh dear. I will now though. Right. Yeah, I better get in a minute. Make my way down the road, as you do. I've done 4 hours, 1 minute driving. Yeah. I had 15 minutes up the road. Well, actually, I had half an hour, and I thought I had another half an hour, but it did registry for some unknown reason. I don't know why, but hey, whatever. So, in saying that, this bitch better than fucking registry, because I've done 35 minutes now on break, 50 minutes in total. Ooh, hang on. Remove AVU. Right. Shall we go then, ladles and jelly spoons? I think we ought to, don't you? I think before we do that though, let's give you a bit of a tweak. That'll do. Right then, let's bugger off. Yay! Right. Remember, it's on the front of me today. Because look at it. Just look at this fucking louse-bound, horrible, fucking shit, crap, wank weather. It is an absolute pile of tissue paper, it really is. And yet somebody in the Sahara Desert is going, fuck me, I wish we could have that here. As we leave this wonderful place called Tibshelf Services, and we are now on our way to join the M1, ladies and jelly spoons. Yes, welcome on our little drive along as we do. A little nat at the start there, ladies, you know, giving you people a bit of a rundown of shit that happens these days, you know. We're going to take ourselves a little bit of a bendy around this corner. We have to be careful, you see, when you travel around this corner, because it's a bit of a sharp one. Nobody wants to go around there like a lunatic, unless you're in a car that's rear wheel drive and you can go around it sideways. Then that's fun. But not in one of these, I'm afraid, no. I'd like to see it happen, but no. Not in real life. Only in make-believe that would happen, I'm afraid, yes. So, here we are. We're on the magic one, amidst the roadworks, as per usual. Nothing changes. No. It's shrinking, I'll give them that. Right? The roadwork distance is shrinking. So at least that's something. It won't be long before we drop onto the A38. Now it should be on one. Yes. My drive time has started again at 1 minute. Boom. So here we are. You'll probably see me doing all this lark because I am being kicked around in this cab a bit because of the wind and the rain. The wind and the rain and the rain and the wind blowing me all over the shop, yeah. I bet most people out there these days are wishing the summer would hurry up. I'm one of them. I am so waiting for the sunshine. And the warmth as well that comes with it, you know what I mean? What? I'm demonstrating what it's like, really. I feel like a fucking bobblehead. With my fucking neck and all, good grief. Right then, here comes the 3, 2, 1 markers. Let's get off this road, shall we? Okie dokie. Oh, more of that rubbish. Here it comes. Get ready for it. Uh-oh. I'm going to stick my side light on, I think, because it's going to get pretty wank down here, I reckon. Because we're heading that way. Or, for the orientation of the video, that way. That way, yeah. You know what I mean? You get what I'm on about, do you? So if I point that way, when you look at it, it's pointing the other way. So if I point that way and you look at it, it'll be pointing that way. So you know what I mean? Okay. That's really just twisted somebody else's. Somebody's head is just exploding now, and it right out. Right. You see, when you're looking at me, right, and you're also looking at the screen in front, if you notice, it's the other way around, isn't it? Right? So my right's on your left and your left's on my right. So if I say over there, when you're looking at the screen, it looks like I'm pointing over there. But you just point, yeah, oh well, you know what I mean. So if I say look at my hand literally, and I'm pointing in the direction literally, I'll go, look at that over there, it's great, isn't it? Which means over there. Oh, I love twisting people's heads off, it's great. The mind is now baffled completely, without a doubt. I wonder where Mr. BRC is going, or Gas Bloke, whatever he is. Is he a Gas Direct? Shoehorning himself round here? Is he going to go off down the road somewhere else? I hope so. Yes. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. Are you ready? Are you ready for this shit weather? Rain, snot, sleet, crap, smelly farts coming to a station near you. Well, now then, right? Just to let you know that I'm not that bothered about this. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care. So. Cruise control on, doing boring 53 maybe at a snail's push, 54. As long as there's nothing in front of me, I won't falter. I shall just keep going. Keep on trucking. A little bit of wind and rain does not bother me in the slightest. No. You just use your noggin. You're right, you look in front of you and you assess the situation. It's like fucking dribbling box here who's just overtook me and now starting to slow down in front of me. Why? What the fuck for? You galloping twat! Fucking knobhead. I mean, what the fucking hell was the point in that? Fucking retard. Anywho, as you do, you assess the situation and you look in front of you, right? Well, you have to look beyond, right? Not just like there. You've got to look further on, see what's like. I mean, I don't get people like that. I don't. Why on earth did he decide to overtake me? Because I was going flat out. The speed I can do is 53, maybe 54 at a push. Like I say, at a fucking snail's push. But why overtake, which you've obviously got the momentum to do so, and then go, right, I mean, what the fuck? Cabbage. I'm surrounded by him. Right then. This is another situation you have to look for. Coming down this bit here, right, I know there's something's going to come popping out of this junction because it's a bit of a slingshot from up that end there. So I'm always watching it and gauging it. If they're already on the way out, leave them alone, I ain't got to move. But there's times where if you gauge it right and you indicate out, and there's plenty of room obviously, you'll sneak out, you're in the other lane, out the way, and then all of a sudden you'll see them popping out and they'll go wee, 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 uninterrupted. It's all about gauging the distances, gauging what's in front of you, assessing the situation, right? The 38, right, I've got to say this now, I have drove up and down this fucking road now for the past 12 years. And you can guarantee that most of the people who I drive past have done exactly the same, if not longer, right? So, for them to drive like complete clotted twit bags is just beyond me, because they should know. See, as if I traverse a road like regular, I always seem to try and pinpoint those little nuances that are a little bit sticky for the likes of me. Right, so here I am, turning down here now. I've got to watch this junction because this is one of those sweeps around to the left. So the people who are trying to get onto the A38, they can have a bit of an obscured vision. So I'll try and get over if I can, just for a little while. So if there is anybody coming down this side of me, on the left, so as you look at the screen, it gives them room to move, right? It's just being courteous. We need a bit more of that in our life. It's not hard, is it really, now? It doesn't cost fuck all. So now, I'm driving down here, uninterrupted, nothing to worry about, and it's cool as a cucumber. Yeah, awesome stuff. These fucking dirty black clouds above me, spewing rain all over the place, and this bloody storm force wind that's blowing all over the place. Oh, I tell you what, we're having the shit kicked out of us over this time round, I'll tell you now. It was wank the latter part of 2015, it's wank the start of 2016. Fuck! I don't know. Whatever next. Nothing bad, I hope. No. I'm fucking racked off all the warnings on the bloody screen of this darn thing. Do my head in. Oh look, isn't that nice? Nice scenery over there, isn't it? It's a shame that it's covered in raindrops falling on me head. They fucking better not be. I'm in a cab. Anyway, just for you lovely bunch out there, my loyal fans out there, my supporters, my spunketeers, right, let's give you a little bit of tidbits for the day, shall we, right? As we are traversing the old A38, I'm on the southbound side of it, okay? Now down these particular types of roads, pretty much most A roads, you'll have lay-bys, right? Now, again, because I have drove down this road for many, many years, you tend to know when these are going to pop up. And you tend to know when, like this one here, is either going to be obscured or not. Fortunately, there's nobody in that one, so we're okay. We've got another junction coming straight after a lay-by, which is fucking cockeyed, I tell you that really is. It does my head, that does. But, hey, what can we do? So, there's two danger points you have to look for straight away. So you see the big P, that one that's white in a blue background with a blue thingamajig around it. Blue, white even. White. Oh, yeah. You can always look at it like this, can't you? It's a white fucking board where the outer side is coloured in blue. So it reveals a P and the 8-bit. Which will tell you there's a lay-by coming up. Ignore me, I'm taking a piss. So, when you see those big P's, right, there'll be somebody going like this, going, oh. No, not that kind of P. So, it tells you that there could be, not always, as we just demonstrated, but there could be somebody in there. So always be mindful when you approach the letter P, because there might be somebody in that lay-by. So if you see the P, look forward in front and see if you can see a vehicle in there. If you can see a vehicle in there, two things to look for. One, as you can probably make out in front, he's got his lights on. So I'm going to monitor this side here for a moment. I have got a car coming there. He's got his lights on. Could he possibly wink it out to get out? Hopefully not, because now that we're getting too close and that car's there, we don't want it. But if you are aware of the old lay-bys, the big blue, no, it's a white P in a blue background. Yeah. If you're aware of the big P, right, then you look forward, you see a vehicle in there, get yourself prepared, right? Don't wait to get up to the P when you see the P. Right? Because when you see the P, you may be at least half a mile away from the P, or a quarter of a mile. P coming around from the corner. But this is a bend now to the left, so you might not see it straight away. So again, monitoring, making sure this lane's clear, just in case you have to make a quick manoeuvre. Another P coming up to tell you, you're going to be right on top of it now. Look, see, quarter of a mile away, boom. Still nothing this side though, so we're all at the minute. And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and look at that. See, because I'm aware, because the big P has told me, I'm making sure that those lay-bys are going to be clear. Or if not, that I've got clear way to get out of the person's way that may, or may not, be getting out of one of those lay-bys. They're not the best things to try and pull out of, because one thing that you may not realise, which you should do by now, how fast is this road? You got it, 70 miles an hour, unless otherwise instructed, but national speed limit on a dual carriageway, 70 miles an hour. For me though, it's 50. Correction, now it's changed, it's 60. For me, it's 60, right? I can do 60 if I wanted to. I'd have to get out and fucking push, mind you, because this thing only does 53 flat out, but we can do 60. But anyway, it's a fast road, isn't it? And from a dead stop, you don't get much of a run up. to build your speed up. And if you're in one of these things, which lorries do tend, as you can see one guy there pulling out of a lay-by right now, we move over, the car's behind me, so we may not need to stay in this lane, but it gives the other guy there a chance to accelerate out the way and blah blah. He ain't got to worry about me coming roaring up the back end of him. No. Looks like he's got some oof on, so we might better pull in a bit. Can we pull in? Shall we pull in? Because I've got Mr. Scooter here as well. Or should I say Mrs. Scooter, because he's got long hair. Well, that's an opinion in it, really. May not necessarily be a Mrs. It could be a rocker. A rock-on cooker. I think I might stay here, actually, because I'm catching up this very unstable-looking scooter Maduta. Especially in this weather. I mean, many a time I've been on a bike, it's been really windy. You like driving in the road, aren't you? At the 45-degree angle. Ha! Fucking unreal. It's going to be a twat brushing your hair later, missus. I'll tell you that now. It'll be like a fucking rat's nest. Right, let's get over. As I was saying, when you were trying to pull out of a lay-by, you see these vehicles that are from a dead stop, and it is a 70-mile-an-hour road at the end of the day. Obviously, it can vary on an A road, just whatever it's is illustrated. And this one at the moment we're on is a 70-mile-an-hour road. And unfortunately, there is no run-up of such like that you can. What's the name? Get some speed up, you're just dumping yourself straight on. So, with that regard, the only bit of advice I can give you to try and get out of a lay-by, and it all depends on what time of the day is on some roads, because some of them are busier than others, aren't they? So, which you know yourself. But don't try and pull into the line of traffic when it's busy, obviously. If you can find a big gap, wang your indicator on, right, and then proceed to pull out, because with that massive gap, people can see you then from a distance and make their manoeuvre around you. I have known people who have just gone oink straight out onto the fucking road, and that's where some poor gits ended up having their fucking head chopped off by being slammed underneath the back end of a lorry. It's been done before, yes. So, yes, be a bit more thoughtful when pulling out of lay-bys in one of these things, especially when you're heavy. Because by the time you're in 10th gear, you're doing about 30 miles an hour, aren't you? You know what I mean? It's took you fucking 20 minutes to get that fucking fast. I mean, that's part of the reason of the speed of exiting these lay-bys. If you've ever traversed the section of the A1 from the M18 northbound and southbound, they have removed a shitload of lay-bys out of there, and it's for that reason, because the lay-bys are put in so many places where either just after a couple of garages and service stations, or just before junctions, and before hills as well. Fucking whoever decides to do that is just silly, but hey. So obviously, if you're heavy and you're pulling out of a fucking lay-by and you've got a hill to climb too, and you're like, you end up with about fucking 10-mile tailback behind you, because people are stupid. They don't see the hazard and just go, oh look. They wait till they ride up the fucking arse end of you and go, I'm going to move over now and fucking slow him down, fuck them. So, yes, lay-bys can be extremely dangerous. I know for a fact that it was many years ago. It was on the A42 northbound, and it was just after where it turns from the M42 till the A42, which is a continuous road, but it changes from M42 to A42. And I can only assume, because obviously I didn't witness anything like that, but we knew that the person inside this vehicle was, yes, no longer with us, let's just say that. with the green tarpaulin over it and what have you, but the traffic was mayhem. North side was completely clear at that point because I assume the only explanation I've got to explain how this poor unfortunate person ended their lives is because they mistakenly thought that the dotted lines of the lay-by was a junction, and the poor fucker slammed straight into the back of a swan neck trailer, tall boy. Ha! Yes, anybody know what a swan neck trailer is? It's the ones where it comes off the back of the fifth wheel and drops down, and it's really loud, got the titty wheels on the back of them. One of them fucking things, and fuck me, unbelievable. The car, well, the front of the car was literally where the fucking driver was. You know, it was a fucking right mess. Hence the tarpaulin. So that's the only explanation I've got for that. Because as I'm crawling, I'm literally parked there 5 minutes before anything starts to literally move, and I've got it right opposite me, and I'm looking, I'm thinking, ooh, you know, that's got to have come sharp. The only thing I can say is that because of it being the M42 northbound, obviously, and it ends and becomes the A42, somebody has, I don't know, a lapse of judgment maybe of some kind, and thought, oh, I've got to get off now, thinking it was an exit to a motorway, because obviously everybody knows that there aren't no fucking laybys on a motorway. We all know this. Hence, maybe had a bit of a brain fart at the time, because it can happen. I went, oh, I've got to get off here. Now, you would say, well, hang on, wouldn't you have seen in front of him? Now, this is where my theory comes into play, right? Could he have seen what was in front of him and gone, oh, that's a lay-by, that is, I don't get fucking pulling off there? Maybe, but I have got the sneak suspicion that he was travelling behind something high, and he was very close, or she or he, whoever the person was, right? The person in the car, and it was only a small car as well, must have been travelling behind something high. A van maybe, possibly another lorry, something with a high back, but driving too close. And as driving too close, couldn't have a field of view to see what was in front. And as soon as the dotted lines come up and thinking, oh, junction, whang, pulled straight across, thinking that they're going to go up a slip road, but came to a dead stop when they hit the back of that truck. Now, I have no idea how fast they was going, but it was a mess. The car was fucked, right? So yeah, simple as that. Not good. This is the perception you see when you look at these things. It's being aware, but that there, say for instance, argument's sake, the person was driving too close to somebody on the way down this dual carriageway. Well, there's a lesson for you. Don't tailgate. If it was a lapse in judgment and it was just a genuine unfortunate mistake, then, you know, it's a sad thing, sad day, I suppose, you know, but somebody out there might even know about that particular day and know some ins and outs about it. Doesn't bother me at all. I'm not bothered about the ins and outs of it. It's just a point to make that these things can happen when it comes to laybys, and you have to be aware of them, because they can cause a lot of accidents, and they've been known to cause a lot of accidents too. Yes indeedy. So, as a HGV driver, if you are an HGV driver, always be mindful of these things and you're traversing the roads, either when you're either on them or you're driving past them or towards them. Think, could somebody be getting out of that lay-by? I've just seen a P, a big P. So, can I see the lay-by in front of me? No, I can't. Be extra aware. Keep your eyes on the mirror, because you may need that lane. So keep your eyes peeled. Always be prepared. And obviously then if you're the person who's in the lay-by because you've just had yourself a 45, because there's nothing else, nowhere else to do it, again, be thoughtful of people who may be coming towards you, and make sure you've got a massive gap before you start to make your attack to your lane to get on there, because you're going to be slow pulling out anyway. So you know, when if you've ever took your test, right, and I don't know whether your instructor has ever said to you when you've parked on this, you know, when you do that curbside pull away, like, you know, whatever it's called, fucking hell, I can't remember now. And you pull out from behind a parked car, and it tells you when traffic's coming not to put your indicator on. Not until it's clear and there's no traffic at all. Now, that's particularly the reason why, you know, that's what it's all about. Because if there's traffic there and you stick your indicator on, it'll startle them. Right? That's the reason why. It's not because, well, I'm supposed to be letting people know. Yeah, you are supposed to be letting people know, but not the people who are immediately on top of you. They go, oh, fuck me! You know what I mean? So you wait till it's clear so that there's fuck all in the way. So if something does approach you, it's way away, and they go, oh look, he's indicating to pull that out in there. Oh, he's doing a manoeuvre. And wink a day to wink a day to wink a day to wink, and you know, and that's how they'll do it. That's how they react to it. But if you slam your indicator on when people go wing 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 wing, they get startled, and it's like, whoa, fuck. And that's when things can happen. That's the reason why you're not supposed to put your indicator on. You only put it on when you pull off a curb or ever lay-by, or anywhere from stationary, when there's nothing there. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But doesn't it make sense now? Huh? You're going, do you know what, Jace? Yeah, you're making sense there. I know all about it. Up here for dancing, down there for thinking. Told you. Here we go again. 53, or possibly 54. Car drivers, I reckon personally, right, hands up if you agree, if you're a car driver, right, on a road that is a 70-mile-an-hour road, unless you are towing something, but then again, even if you're towing some shit, you can still do 60 fucking miles an hour. Where would 60 miles an hour put a car? Out the fucking way of us lot. We wouldn't have to think about you. We want to save fuel. Fuck off. Your fucking car ain't got enough power to waste the bloody stuff. Unless you got my car, obviously. That's a different matter altogether. Why? Because I got a 4 litre, that's why. You fucking guzzling bastard. Yeah, and have you heard the engine? It's a 3-quarter V8, mate, I'm telling you, it's great. I love it. And I will have, one of these days, by hook or by crook, I will have a V8. Anywho, I reckon that it should be like a mandatory minimum for car drivers, 60 on roads that are national speed limit. Do you agree? I certainly fucking do. Car drivers driving on a national speed limit, minimum speed for you, 60 miles an hour. If you are doing less than 60 miles an hour, you're fucking banned. Get off the road, you fucking dribbling old fart. It's true. That's how I look at it. I need talk. I'm a fucking dribbling old fart myself. Yeah, but you don't see me fucking dawdling, do you? No. I'll do the speed limit. I won't fucking dawdle. It's true. Fucking hate dawdling. Oh no. I don't mind there's taking your time like I'm doing now. I'm just cruise control on. Toodle toodle noodle doodle 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 toodle toodle. I'm fine. I'm happy. Done. Taking me time. Chilling out. I'll get there when I get there. At least it stopped raining a bit, ain't it? It's not bad. It's a wee bit blowy though. Ooh. It's only a bit of wind, it won't hurt you. I've got more wind coming out my backside than this lot. Oh, hello. We've just gone over the A50. Yes, we have. And we are still traversing down the A38. Always makes me laugh, this road does. It'll carry on all the way down to the A5. And there's a little section just past the split where the A38 goes that way and then it's the 5148 goes on. And my mate always says to me, what's the fucking point in that? I don't know, to link the two together, I suppose. But why not just call it the A38? Because it's the 5148, that's why. That was there before the 38 was. And it probably wasn't a dual carriageway originally. Many moons ago. It was probably just a fucking single track road. How many roads do you know since you've been driving that have actually changed? Now bearing in mind, right, so how many years ago have I been driving? Fuck, let me think. Be with me in a minute. Will you stop trying to fucking blow me in the bastard edge? Good grief. So it was December 2000. No, hang on. What am I about? It was. I had you giving the day. It was December the 15th, 1988. That's when I passed my driving test. December 15th, 1988. I was 17. Right, so we've got 88, so we've got 89, 90. So stick, for arguments, for the sake of whatever, it's 2 years to 90, right? So in 1990, I think it was January the 8th, I think it was. Offhand, I'm not sure, but it may well have been. But we'll have a look later. I don't really care. I passed my bike test, so I was able to ride any bike I wanted. Oh, that was fun. But anyway, so I spent X amount of years on my bike, as well as my car. But when you put it all together, 88, 98, 2008, what now? We're on 2016. Woohoo! 28 years. Holy floating turds! Good grief! You do realise, right, in the next couple of years, it'll be 30 years of driving experience. And I'm still fucking learning. Anybody who says that they are an expert at driving are lying. Even a fucking instructor still learns. They do, because they have to take tests every 5 years. Nah. Yes. See, the thing is that roads change, rules change. Some rules change, quicker than others. I love that. You know that? See? All of those clotted twat bags that are up on the fucking right hand lane that are driving all the way down to the fucking cones They already seen the signpost that says, in 800 yards, lane closes. In 600 yards, lane closes. But you always get these waffle bags, don't you, who fucking think, I'm going to drive all the way down there and cut in, because I don't want to wait in the queue. There wouldn't be a fucking queue if you tossers drove properly and paid attention and moved over with adequate time to do it. I ain't going to change it. You know what I mean? So now, because that lane being closed, it is tail-backed all the way down here, look. Hello! Ooh. My lane's okay. No problems here. Oh, fuck! Be a bit right, wouldn't that? Take the piss in it and I'll have a fucking tail back myself in a minute. Ooh, this is going for a bit of a stretch. It'd be absolutely incredible. I'm not kidding. As an experiment to see if my theory would actually work. If all these muppets that are stranded now because and having to dribble down the road because of that lane close, if they actually paid attention and went, oh look, lane's closing, move over. Oh look, lane's closing, move over. One more time. Oh look, lane's closing. But you know what I mean, don't you? Well, I'm telling you, right, it makes sense. I've said it before and I will say it again. You drive your vehicle. You're supposed to pay attention to what's going on around you, right? I drive one of these things, so I've got to be a little bit more cautious on what I do. Why? Because I'm driving a 60-foot vehicle that realistically is a 44-ton, 55-mile-an-hour missile. It's true. We all know what kind of shit these can get up to when they aren't played right. No, not good. But anyway, so you drive your car, you're on your bike, blah blah blah. Well, if you're on your bike anyway, realistically, bike users, there's like a bit of a grey area there, because I say that, and because I'm a bike rider myself, but I used to be, not so much there, but hey, I want to be again, but hey, whatever. But they again do have to pay more attention to what is around them, right? Yeah, I know that some of them do some silly things and they come off, but when they come off, they tend to pay the ultimate price. Not good, but hey. But like us, a bike rider has to pay more attention. Do you see the pattern? We have to pay more attention because we can absolutely destroy the car, whereas the bike rider has to pay attention because the car and us can destroy them. But the car driver doesn't tend to give a shit about either of us. Fucking hell, how about that for a bit of philosophy? La 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 la. Ooh, I'm feeling very brainy today. I am all. But have you noticed the trend? It's there. You actually look at the way things are, the pattern, right? It's just there, isn't it? Right? We, as HGV drivers, we should be at the top of our game, right? We should know everything, right? We should. Right? At the end of the day, we should. It's our job, it's our profession, this is what we do for a living. As a car driver, your car is your toy, means of getting backwards and forwards to work or picking the kids up from school and all that sort of shit. You know, that's the type of thing that your car's for. But you go to work, you park your car, you sit in an office or a factory or whatever all day, and you get back in your car and drive home. That's as much as you do. We don't. We're here all the time. So we have to pay attention. Like I pulled in, he's slowing down. Why he's going so fucking slow for, I don't know. We're knocking on 45 miles an hour here now. What the fuck is he playing at? I hope he's pulling out somewhere. This is fucking dangerous, this is. The fuck is he playing at? Fucking 45 mile an hour, you fucking twonkit. See, now, I don't care that he's a maintenance person, what have you. That is silly. Fucking 45 miles an hour on a fucking 70 mile an hour road, it's stupid. Or 60 mile an hour road as it was. Either way, it's stupid. Anyway, there you go. So, that's it. When you're traversing down the road, make sure you're aware. Aware! Because we have to be. Top of our game. No excuses. Pay attention. Car drivers, like I said, you go to work. That's it. Park your car. Go to the shops. Park your car. You may take a trip once a year with your caravan. Once a fucking year with a poxy caravan that you haven't used for 12 spunking months, and you think you're a fucking expert at towing that shit behind you. Ha ha ha! Yeah, right. How many times have I been overtaken or been cut up by a twat in a fucking wobble box because they've forgot the spunking things on the back of them? How? I don't know. For one, the fucking arse end of the car's going dragging like a dog fucking wiping his ass on the carpet. You know what I mean? Have you seen that, are you? Yeah. But it surprises me that when you look at the drive itself, the way that we are as drivers, everyone who enters the road is either a driver or a rider of some description anyway, right? But the thing is, there's drivers and then there's drivers. The ones that just pop to the shop, drop the kids off. That's as much as they do, right? When you've racked up a couple million miles, then you can say you're on the boundaries of being a professional driver. You know what I mean? You all know it, do you? My lorry driver fans out there. What do we do? What is it? Me as a day man, get out your git, walk. Me as a day man, I can do an average of say 369 1500. Sometimes it can be up to about 2,000 kilometres per week, right? I think something like that. I mean, I'm on 356 now, so by the time I'm done today, it'll be 400 clicks. So yesterday was about 250, 300. It's roughly that. Trampers, the guys who live in these things, they can rack up 3,500 kilometres. I think I've known one of our lads do. So they can get more. That's a lot of time on the road. That's a lot of distance travelled, right? So, with that respect, we should have better experience. We should know better when we travel on the roads. Whereas, just the average person who drives a car to work, back to the shops, back, right? The fucking hairdresser, back, school, back. How many miles do you rack up, right? At the very most, if you're unfortunate, you do live a distance away from your house, you might rack up about, what, 300? Because you might live about half an hour to an hour away. So if you're doing 20 miles, 30 miles or 40 or even 50 miles a day, well, 50 miles a day, hence 25 is only 250, right? I do that every day, right, and more. So whenever there's somewhere down the road and you're in your car, not that any car drivers probably watch my channel, but if you're in your car, have a think. Am I driving correctly? Am I driving with respect to the road users, courteous, I wish you would. I know. What the fuck was that? Ah! Oh, fucking lorry just peeped at me. What did I just do wrong? I've done fuck all wrong. What are you on about? What? So you think that you're racing down the outside lane and cutting in front of a lorry at the 3-2-1 markers? That's nothing wrong. No, it's perfectly fine. I'm all right, mate. Your way, no? You couldn't actually see what was on the left of me, though, could you? When you've done your stupid manoeuvre. What happens if somebody had pulled around the back of me and accelerated on the left-hand side up the slip road as you've done that stupid shit? You'd have hit them, then, wouldn't you? Yeah, fucking I don't know. Thoughtful driving. It's always the best way to go. It really is, honestly. Trust me, you get there just as fucking quick. You really do. I mean, imagine, right, if your vehicle that you're driving, your car was limited, right? And you couldn't go thraping down the road at fuck knows how many miles an hour, right? You had no choice but to sit at 56 miles an hour. Just imagine what your day would be like then, right? I'm telling you, honestly. Life would be so much different. First of all, you wouldn't be able to fall out of bed, drop into your pants and then fucking jump into the car and go, wah, wah. Wouldn't be able to do that no more. No. You'd actually have to get up earlier, brush your teeth, have some breakfast, have a cup of coffee, wake up, then get in your car and go, oh God, I'm going to have to go now. Why is that? Because instead of it taking me 10 minutes, it's going to take me half an hour to get to work. Why? Why, love? Because my car is restricted to 56 miles an hour. And there's only one road that I can actually do that on. What's that? The dual carriageway, which is about 5 miles away from where I live. Really? Well, what's in between there then? 30 and a 40 and a 30 and a 40. Ah, okay. See what I'm getting at? Do you see? Do you see? Being aware of things when you're driving a vehicle, it should come second nature. It fucks me off when people drive with blinkers on, right? I mean, as you know, periodically you'll see me, I'll keep dotting my head. I'm not really that bothered with that side because there's nothing there, but I will keep dotting, having a quick look in there, what have you. But I'm still, even to this day, puzzled when obviously car drivers enter these types of roads with slip roads and they drive right up to the slip. I had one this morning and I was up the top end of the A38 heading towards the M1, and I'm like, and I've got a van coming up alongside me. I've got nowhere to go, and I'm fucked if I'm slowing down because of some see you next Tuesday, or should I say, no, I'll say that instead because he certainly are. No, creative, unrelenting, natural talent. No, that's me. He sat there down the slip road on my left. Right, I've got a van come up here. I'm like, any minute now. Any minute now. No, not at all. Nothing. So he's down there, right? And his road now is like rapidly disappearing to like the sharp point, and he hasn't got a hard shoulder on the A38. No, he's just got fucking dirt, grass and trees. So you've seen the lights go as he has to fucking dip his snot box down to brake so that obviously he doesn't end up the back of my trailer. And I'm like, but why? Why have you put yourself in that position in the first place? Let me explain why, and I'll give you the reason why. One, because he's just a clotted twat, right, who doesn't see no further than the end of his fucking nose, and obviously he's driving and then fucking horse blinkers on. Right, don't see fuck all there, he's driving like that. And if you do that, right, and you sit in your car, you'll notice you can't see your fucking mirror down there. So that's what they must be doing, right? He never even turned his head, right? Now, you think, oh, how do you know that, Jace? I said, well, because when he's at this point here, and I'm here, you can actually see across. Just catch the corner where the actual side window is here and the door, and you can see them. and there's nothing, no movement in the head whatsoever. And I'm like, you're about to enter this road. Why aren't you paying attention? Why aren't you gauging your distance, gauging your speed to enter the traffic that you are about to cut in front of, or fuck yourself up by slamming into the side of this fucking great big thing? You know what I mean? So obviously at the end of it all, he had to slow down and stop, almost. I think he ended up doing about 10 miles at the end of it. No need for it. He knew I was there. It's obvious. I got fucking lights all around me. I've got these wonderful lights that are around about the fucking driver's height. They're called running lights on my trailer. They glow orange. Right? They're orange to, well, it's like an amber, I suppose you can call them. Amber. Because they're like, it's to give you a heads up that it's like warning. It's a warning sign. Hazard. We all know that is, don't we? So of course, he should have like come down the slip road, turned his fucking head, right? Because I mean my neck's not the best, but I can fucking turn my head, right? You know what I mean? And looked over his shoulder. Fuck that stupid mirror down there, right? That don't give you the full picture, right? That's like fucking 14:3 ratio. You want fucking 16:9, or even fucking 21:32. So you turn your head, right? Look over your shoulder, and you go, oh look, there's a truck there. Slow down. Or, which he did have chance, he could have put his foot down and fucked off. No. No. Dipshit didn't want to do it. No. Maybe, he might come from another dimension, right, where you don't give way to the right. You just come blethering down there and you just fucking hope for the best. You know what I mean? Like throwing a dart at a dartboard with your eyes shut. And your mate's got one in his eyeball going. You know what I mean, do you? You know where I'm coming from. Here's another example, right, of people who don't give a shit, right? Where the lane that I'm in now, right, this is the far left for the A5. Obviously the far left goes all the way down there up to fucking Sutton Coldfield and the toll road, but I want the A5, so I've got to sit in the middle. There's enough room here for us all to get round, right? And the people who are alongside me on my right, they do tend to get a little anxious, right? And then I pull away, see, even he's just sat there. I love that. I don't know why he sat there, mind. There's plenty of room for everybody to get around here, like, you know, if they drive properly. But the amount of times I've come round this island, right, and I've had people papping at me because I've gone all the way around here like this. I'm like, what are you papping at me for? If you want to go up the A5, look at the road signs, pay attention. You can get on the A5 on the lane that you're in as well. It's not difficult, for crying out loud. But hey, these things happen. So, when you traverse around that little island there, you have to be on the swivel. You really do. I've had them come around the right hand side of me, so it would be on the inside of the island, right? And they've cut in front of me to go off down to fucking Toll Road and Sutton Coldfield area. That is completely wrong, right? That is what you call bad road use. Really is bad road use. Is he going to let me go, or am I going to have to wait for him? What's he doing? What's he doing? What are you doing? You're going to go, going to come, going to go, going to come, going to go, going to come. What are you doing? Oh, for fuck's sake. Make your fucking mind up. Now they're going to flash your lights or do something, you stupid arse bag. Oh, it's too late now. He's fucked off. See? Again, oof, sometimes I wonder. Now, if the van driver, I mean, he did slow down, but I wasn't sure because he didn't give me a signal. Slowing down does fuck all for me. That just means that I'm just slowing down, but for what reason? If he'd have actually given a physical sign that he was going to let me pull out, then great. But yeah, I didn't see it, so it may have done, but I didn't see it. But because of this dribbling twat bag here, right, I wouldn't have had to. Oh yeah, look, see, I've been flashed this time. Very nice of you. Thank you very much. Now, I moved over now because of that lay-by for one, which is what I always do. This is a fucking one of my things. But this particular lane here, again, paying attention, is for going straight on. The left-hand lane is a designated left-hand turn only, right? I will repeat that for the people who are stupid. My lot who watch my channel, you aren't stupid, but you know what I mean. It is a designated left. Designated. That's a strange word, isn't it? What does that mean, designate? It means purposely for, only to do, don't want to go anywhere else. It means that is the sign for that direction. Only that. That is it. No more. Designated. Set. Point in time. If you like. It'll be really testicle. But the amount of times I've had people who again have come up that fucker to cut in the queue because they don't want to sit there in that long queue in that lane there, that can happen. And they go, I mean, they've even redesigned the island to try and stop that, but they still fucking do it. They really do. I mean, it sounds cruel, but sometimes, I mean, I really do hope that one day that the person who does do that stupid stunt by going up the designated left-hand turn lane to go straight on gets clipped in the arse end and fucking rolls the car. I really do. I wish they'd do it. Might seem rather cruel, but I do. I do wish they'd fucking roll the shit out of it. And I don't care what kind of car, whether it be a brand new one or not, roll the fuck out of it and write the cunt off. Because it's annoying. If I take the time to put myself in the correct position to make my manoeuvre around that island, why is it that the odd moron gets away with it? I mean, as sad as it might seem, right, there's been times where I think to myself, do you know what, I wouldn't mind fucking going up there, parking my car on the garage and taking my cameras and go and stick my cameras on the island and fucking clock as many as I can doing that stupid shit. Because at the end of the day, right, it's dangerous driving. You might think, oh, I'm cutting it, but it's actually dangerous driving. Driving out due care attention, right? You're causing a hazard. So, you know, how many people do you think I can get done by doing that? One more arsehole off the road, eh? Fucking superb idea, days. I reckon I might do that one of the days. When I'm on a holiday, I might take a little bit of a traverse up there and be a sneaky twat and put a couple of cameras up there. One on the island and one on that little junction where the spur bit. And see how many people spot the camera before they make the stupid move and go. Oh dear. It's true though when you think about it, you know what I mean? It's fucking there, isn't it? I mean, if that designated left-hand turn was a pointless reason, they wouldn't have put it there in the first place, right? They wouldn't actually have that there. It'd be just straight on and blah blah blah, and it'd be the end of it. But it's there for a reason. So, I mean, I've got to admit, I haven't been the best of drivers in the years have gone by. I've for better part of 15 to 20 years I've had points on my licence through speeding. Not excessive speeding, mind you, you know, the fucking camera crap. I've had that before, a couple of times. And but you have them on your licence for so long. I mean, I've luckily now, since they've also changed the speed limit for HGVs, so I got done a couple of times in the lorry going down a hill. Fucking same places, well, that really fucking annoyed me. That does. I'm going down a fuck-eyed hill, I'd rather you smoke your fucking brakes off than worry about going over the speed limit by a couple of miles an hour, for crying out loud. But hey, it's all changed now, so I ain't got to worry about that. But it's fucking annoying, it really is. I just don't bother no more. It took a long time to get around to that point, but hey, touch wood. I'm about 6.5 years now, I think, since the last time I had any points on my licence. Doing all right with me. I've got a nice, shiny, new and sparkly, spotless, and I fucking want to keep it that way and all. I really do, yes. I've noticed that because of the way I've decided to change my driving and drive in regards of paying attention, speed limits, all the rest of that garbage goes with it, right? I've found that it's much more, enjoyable. I get more enjoy out of it because obviously I drive these things all fucking day. I don't drive my car. The car's a little bit different, I suppose, but I mean, most people love to put the foot down. I mean, I do. I put my foot down in my car, but to the limit. Zen, but from 0 to zen, it's like, woohoo! You know what I mean, But I just like to chill now. I don't really bother too much. I don't drive that far in my car anyway, to be fair. I might pop to the shop in my car, but that's my car. All my driving shit's done in one of these fucking great big things. Which is a lot more fun, I can tell you. So, there you go. Drive with thought, drive with patience, and your day will start off well and it will end well. You could always end up being one of those monkeys with the front end of their car or the back end of their car caved in, or both. Trust me, if I was a spectator, I would be the one laughing the loudest. Got no sympathy for those type of people. 9 times out of 10, how many different reasons are there for that kind of incident happening? Let's count them off, shall we? 1. Tailgating, driving far too close to the person in front of you. 2. Fucking about with their mobile phone when they shouldn't be. You can actually use your hands-free kit if you want to speak to somebody. That's perfectly fine, not a bother. Not going to argue with that, but well, yes. Facebook can wait until you get to fucking work. Alright, you got me? Are you with me? Is it really that fucking important? I have noticed like the start of this year, and we are literally in the fucking start of it anyway, that there was like a bout of the rear end shunts up and down the motorways, and I'm like, there was 3 in one day of the area that I actually drove around, and then there was through the week there was a couple more. I'm like, good grief, it's like an epidemic of arse end shunting. I'm like, got no fucking sympathy for you. So that's your day fucked up, and why? Because you couldn't read the fucking number plate of the person who's in front of you. Was that poxy close, you idiot? That's why. You moron. Why? Why do you need to do that? Why? Besides, if you drive, right, and I've said before, If you've got space between you and something else, it's luxurious, you know, it's luxurious space, and you'll get there in luxury. No stress. Don't be there going, fucking unless they are doing fucking 5 miles an hour, then you can actually overtake the idiot then, can't you? But, you know. Do you see me worrying about tractors if I'm behind them? No. I'll keep, you know, a fair amount of speed and distance behind them, not too much, because obviously they're going slow. Psychopedalists, now they get me fucking wound up, because they're normally where they shouldn't be anyway. But again, you got to keep your distance. You got to, you know, bide your time. And it don't matter if it takes a mile or fucking 10 miles before you overtake them safely. You've got to do it. Ka-twing! Ooh! Ever since I've turned my bell ringer on, I'm having fucking sounds popping out my phone. Woohoo! I didn't even know it worked. But think. Be safe. Be courteous. Be mindful. Be observant. There's another one for you. And trust me, you'll all get home just as quick, but 10 times, maybe 100 times safer, depending on how good you are. Are you supposed to be there, mate? Or have you broke it? Oh look, we're coming up towards Bridgetown. Now, for those of you out there who are probably, well, let's just say, not aware, we are on the A5, which we're on the A5, right? But this particular bit of the A5, I have mentioned this a long time ago, but I think the video has gone by now, so whatever. This originally was Churchbridge. Yes, not Bridgetown, this was Churchbridge. Unfortunately, Churchbridge doesn't exist anymore, because pretty much where we are now, I would assume, I think it's on positioning. Now, sort of like directly in front of me, where the island sort of like bears round, not there was, would it be that far in, might actually be the middle of the road. There was a garage. There used to be a Ford garage there. I'll drive round to it now, right? A bit of a laugh for you. Sort of about here-ish, maybe, or maybe a little bit, yeah, about here, something like that. Ford garage was here. Yeah. Yep. Oh yes. It is a shame that there ain't like a photograph of the progression of the way that this little area has changed over the years that I've seen it change. From when I was a kid in the early 80s on my push bike. Oh, you get a push bike round here. It wasn't like this then. Oh no. Not like this at all. Oh, hang on. What the woo? What's going on there? Hang on a minute, hold the fucking phone, what are they doing? They've got a bunch of rubble and some plonks of wood up there, so they're obviously doing something with the track, but what? What, I wonder? Anywho, yes, back when I was on my push bike, this was like that then. And I don't think there's any photographs anymore. There may be, somewhere in some archive somewhere, some photographs of what this area actually looked like originally. Before all this crap happened. I mean, the bridge that we're going to go under now, that's been stripped down, rebuilt into a upright square bridge where there used to be a 15-foot 9 arch bridge. Yeah. Aye, they've got gravel around the sides of both of them. What's going on there then? What are they doing? I did see that this morning, but then again I was like half asleep this morning at fucking 4:30. Must be replacing some of the track or something, I don't know. Weird. It's very weird. Very weird indeed. Oh yes. One clotted cunt there clotted dick strapped. Oh, he's a knobhead, eh? Either way. Must get in front of the lorry. Fucking dribbling twit. So impatient. See, the thing is, those type of people haven't got the neurons or the fucking brain power to think for others. They don't think any further than the fucking front of the bonnet, if that's as far as they actually do think. Must get in front of the lorry. Who gives a fuck? That gap is mine. No, that gap is mine to fucking stop in, you tool. Hey, never mind. Not to worry. Such is life. Yeah. Not bad that. Done alright there, haven't we? Hour and 13 minutes driving. We're almost at the game end point, so not doing too bad at all. No, not at all. Seems like the weather might have calmed down a little bit down here as well. That's a Bobby bonus, isn't that? A Brucey bonus, as I say. Yes. Wing it right the way around. Winky-dater, winky-dater. Malfunction brake control unit. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't panic. That's it then, ladles and jelly spoons. We're almost done now. I might as well say it, hadn't I? You know, all the rest of that sort of shit, yeah, as we do. Toodle pip and all that. Where can we shove this? We can poke it in that hole right there. Landed! Well then, that's it then. I will bid you farewell, toodle pip and all the rest of it, so go on then. Off you pop. Pop, poppity, pop, pop, poppins.